everybody, and welcome to What's Good with Sergeant Show. I'm your host, Sergeant Show, and today I'm drinking and reviewing beers. It is Super Bowl Sunday. The Chiefs versus the Eagles. Super Bowl licks. I cannot wait for this game today. You know that I'm a Chiefs fan. We're going for that three-peat, trying to make history today. So I'm going to do a beer review before the big game as we're sitting here watching all the pregame stuff. We are just an hour or so away from kickoff. I'm going to do one beer review now, and I'm going to do one beer review at the end, and we'll see what the optimism is like on both sides of that. Right now, I'm very optimistic that my Chiefs have a chance to win this thing. So, what we picked to review is KC Beer Company's Hefeweizen. One of the Kansas City beer for a Kansas City Super Bowl championship. Now, you know, I used to be big time into football. You know what I mean? Like, I watched every game all day Sunday, every Monday night, every Sunday night, back when there was, you know, when I was watching all the time. I played in multiple fantasy football leagues. And the last time that I went to a football game, I had to spend about $600 between parking and tickets and concessions and souvenirs. And I thought, why in the hell is it so expensive for me to go to this football game? And then I realized, oh yeah, because they pay the guys out there on the field like $50 million a fucking season to play this game, which is ridiculous. And I finally just kind of got sick of it and just decided, you know what, I'm not that into football anymore. So now I'm what you would call a occasional fan. I don't pay attention much during the regular season, but I like to watch the postseason. I like to watch the postseason of all sports, even though they are ridiculously overpaid for what they do. So I stopped watching football as much, but I love the postseason, and I've been a Chiefs fan my whole life, and the chance for them to make history today is too much for me not to watch this game and pay attention. So that's what we're doing today. KC Beer Company's Hefeweizen. You know what we're doing. We're drinking every single beer in the universe, rating them on a scale of 1 to 12. It's the 12-pack scale, if you haven't figured that out. It's not 1 to 10. That's for lamos. It's the 12-pack scale, 1 to 12. This, that's a nice looking hef. It's got, it looks like it's got some body to it. Not just, you know, crystal clear. It's got a little haziness to it. Got a nice head, obviously. We're going to need that to kind of diminish a little bit so that you can see my Sergeant Show logo on the front of this glass. Pretty sweet, huh? So, KC Beer Company's Hefeweizen. I think we're down to where we can do this. Let's take our first 3 big gulps and see how this thing is. Chiefs, three-peat. Let's do this. Ooh. That's citrusy. Good beer flavor to it. Quite a bit of citrus. Surprisingly. I mean, I know hefts, a lot of hefts have some citrusiness to them. Definitely more citrusy than a wheat, but it's got a nice beer taste. I don't hate it. But let's not be too hasty. Let's take 3 more big gulps for the Chiefs three-peat, everybody. It's an easy drinker. You know, it's just a little too citrusy for me. I like the beer flavor in it. It goes down smooth, easy drink. You see, I almost finished the whole thing in 2-3 big gulps. So it's not that it's not a drinkable beer. It certainly is. The aftertaste is just a little too citrusy for me. I like it during the initial taste. I like it during the 3 big gulps. The finish, not so much a fan of. Well, I mean, this is pretty much how I feel about our chances of winning this game today. Is about 50-50, and that's where I'm going to put this beer right in the middle of the 12-pack scale at a 6. It's not terrible. It's not like I wouldn't drink another one of these, but I think there's better hefts out there that suit my taste a little bit better. So KC Beer Company's Hefeweizen gets a 6. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the Chiefs only score 6 points, or that they lose by 6, or some other freakish thing that's going to go down like that, because we need a 3-peat today, baby. And that's what's good with Sergeant's Show. And if you aren't watching this, who gives a shit? It's more good beer for the rest of us. We're Oscar Mike.